Hi guys, and welcome to Salim's Kitchen. In today's video, I will be doing a detailed tutorial on how to make samosa pastry for beginners. So let's start by making the perfect dough. The flour that I am using is all-purpose wheat flour. So in a mixing bowl, add in 2 cups or 250 grams of all-purpose wheat flour. 1 teaspoon of salt. Now give the flour and salt a good mix. Now form a well like this. Now the water I am using is lukewarm water, which is normal tap water, around 160 milliliters. We are going to add in little at a time to form our dough. Once you add in a little water, you are now going to bring the flour to the water and gently mix without pressing. We just want the flour and water to mix together. Once the water has been absorbed, you can push this portion one side and then add in little more water. And continue doing this process until all the flour is absorbed with the water or in the water. You can see I am not pressing. I am simply mixing the flour and water together. As you can see, I am not pressing. I am simply mixing the flour and water together until it starts to look lumpy like this. Now, once it starts to look lumpy like this, now we can form the dough by simply fisting it down, lift and fist, and continue doing this, and you will see how quick your dough will form. And you can see how quick the dough is forming. And there you have it, guys. Quick, easy, no mess. The dough has been formed. Now we are going to knead this dough for 1 minute. Now place the dough on your workboard and start to knead by simply tearing the dough open like this using your fist and bring it back together. And just work the dough. Once you have kneaded the dough for 1 minute, you can see the consistency of the dough is beautiful. It's not too hard, it's not too soft. So we now have the perfect dough and we are going to rest it for 10 minutes. After 10 minutes of resting the dough, Now roll the dough out into a long cylinder. Just stretch the dough out like this and roll it out. Once you have rolled out your cylinder, the length of your cylinder should be 40 centimeters long. If it's a bit long, you can just push it in. Now cut out 5 centimeter size pieces. That will give us 8 pieces. You can use a measuring tape or a ruler and just mark it first. Now we can cut it out. And there you have it, guys, 8 equal pieces. Now we are going to turn each piece into a disc. So just roll it gently like this to bring it back into a cylinder shape and simply press it down. And there you have it, guys. As simple as that, you can form your discs. One more, pick it up, roll it gently to get it back into the cylinder shape, lift and press it down. As simple as that. Once our 8 discs are formed, we are now going to roll them out into saucer size rotis. You can set them in your mixing bowl so they don't dry out, and keep it covered. And we will work with 1 disc at a time. When rolling out your rotis, work with dry flour so that it does not stick to your work board or your rolling pin. Now first apply dry flour like this on both the sides, and now use your fingers and gently roll it out like this using your fingers. Turn it over and do the same thing. Now we can start rolling. When rolling, try and roll in a circular motion and roll very gently without pressing the rolling pin. And you can see how nice the roti is starting to form. And if it starts to stick like this, you can see it's starting to stick to the rolling pin. Then simply add a little more flour, turn it over, add a little more flour again, and roll. And there you have it, guys, a saucer size roti. Now set your rotis on your work table on top of dry flour so that it does not stick to your work table, and keep them covered. Now that our rotis have all been rolled out, we are going to be using vegetable oil to layer them, and we are going to layer them in layers of 4. Pour some vegetable oil into a bowl. You can use a brush for oiling, and make sure you cover the roti well with oil. And there you have it, guys. Our first stack of rotis are oiled. Now let's roll out the layered rotis into a sheet. First, use your fingers and press it out like this. Then turn it over and do the same thing. If your rotis move, you can lift it and set it. Now we can apply dry flour and gently rub it. Turn it over and do the same thing. If your rotis move, you can just lift and reset. And now we are going to roll it out, not too much. Gently, do not press your rolling pin. Roll a little and then turn over. As you are rolling, try and roll it out into a square. This will make it easier for us to shape it up after it's toasted. It doesn't have to be a perfect square. And there you have it, guys. We are now ready for toasting. When toasting, use a flat pan and heat it up on low heat. Once your flat pan is nice and hot, you can feel the heat. Add in your rolled out sheet. And let it toast for 2 minutes. After 2 minutes, you will see it's starting to rise and bubbles are starting to form. Then you will turn it over and leave it for another 2 minutes. Whilst it is toasting, you can move it around like this so that it toasts evenly. And after 2 minutes, let's turn it one more time and just turn it around. You can see how beautiful it's rising and toasting. Let's turn it over one more time. Make sure the ends are toasted well. And there you have it, guys. Our pastry is now toasted. You can separate it in the flat pan and look at that. Beautiful, beautiful pastry. Look at that, guys. Absolutely beautiful. Now let's remove it from here and shape it up. Now we can separate it. Now guys, let's shape it up into samosa strips. So let's set it properly. Handle it very gently. The top one always crack a bit, but that's fine. Now let's shape it up. Take your knife and just cut off the ends. So we get a rectangle shape. You can fry all the offcuts that come out. They make beautiful munchies. Right guys, now we can divide this sheet into 3 equal strips. So you can mark it first. 1, 2. It doesn't have to be 100%. Just press your knife. And there you have it, guys. Once you have cut out your strips, keep it covered in a damp cloth. Even the one that's a bit toasty on top will soften. And there you have it, guys. All the pastry have been toasted. You do not need an oven for this. You can do it on your stove at home. And you can see you will get beautiful samosas. And there you have it, guys. Beautiful samosa pastry strips. Now I want to show you how you can store these strips. And you can see how beautiful samosas you can get, and the size is just perfect. So now you want to cling wrap them or put them in a freezer bag. Just like that. and you can wrap them up nice and tight. And there you have it, guys. You can store it in a freezer for up to 6 months, and when required, remove them from the freezer and allow them to fully thaw out, and put it in a microwave on normal settings for 2 minutes, and it will be as good as the day you made them. So there you have it, guys. How to make samosa pastry for beginners from start to finish. And I hope this video was helpful. Please like, share and subscribe. Until my next video, stay blessed, stay safe, and peace out.